Is that the theme music?
Hello again and welcome to Prime Time, the show for the mature of years but young of heart and spirit. My name's Anne Bunn.
And I'm Matthew Robertson. And on the sofa today we've got a couple of guests, Sue and Andrew. And I'm sure those of you who look at Strictly Come Dancing, for instance, will see Edwina Curry and various other old souls, you know. And the question really is, with these people, because they run a dancing school in Weston, whether this is, you know, a good and suitable exercise for people of mature years. What would you say, Sue?
Yes, it is. It's very good. It's very good exercise for people, but also it's a very good social life for people. Because especially for people on their own who've been widowed or gentlemen that are widowers, it's very good for them because they can meet new people and it's a new social outlet for them.
Oh, it's magic, yeah. And you, I understand, are a champion and a gold medal winner at ballroom dancing, yes?
In the classical sequence category, yeah, twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, but I mean, you know, just to say to the viewers, of course, it's not necessary to exercise to that level, but it's an important underlying thing about ballroom dancing. I mean, it was considered as an Olympic sport, and it's a very high, good form of exercise, and you know, at its best practitioners at a very high level. So, what particularly do you teach?
I do Zumba. I also, with Sue, do the ballroom and Latin, the jazz. We do a bit of burlesque as well.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Good.
Could you explain burlesque? Because I'm not quite clear what it would be in a dance routine.
Well, it's, you know, obviously, like we always tell people, you know, you take it to where you want to take it.
Okay.
But again, it's another thing we find is good for like exercise and things. It's
Absolutely.
Sure.
You know, and it's not always what you expect either. A lot of people expect things, but you never know unless you try it.
Well,
and,
absolutely true.
You know, we sort of found, you know, a lot of people came at the beginning sort of dressed very normally.
Right. Sounds interesting.
Towards the end of our course, no, not.
Normally he means in just sweatshirts
Of course,
and
of
trackies,
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
By the end, they were wearing their heels and things like that.
Fantastic.
You know? So it really builds their confidence as well.
It is, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a great confidence building class, yes. Because there was about 18 months ago there was a film called Burlesque, and it is. There's varying styles of burlesque. You can do it using a chair, or you can do it free, like freelance. But it is. We use it as a form of an exercise class, but it is very much a showgirl type dancing.
Right.
Yes.
So instead of using a chair, that's the sort of cabaret kind of style.
It is a cabaret, yes, it is a cabaret type, yes. I do believe that in its correct form, it's the upper class of non-striptease.
Oh, now that sounds exciting. I think I could quite get into something
You
like
mean
that.
as in the Folie Bergère or something like that?
Yes, but you don't remove your clothes.
No.
That's good to
You
know.
don't. No, you don't remove the clothes, but it is danced along those lines. It is it's the sort of tease without the strip.
Sounds good to me.
But we don't actually use it like that. We use it as just a fun class.
Absolutely.
And actually, the bulk of our clients for that are actually over 55.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And I think it just takes them back to their youth.
Sure,
and,
absolutely. What's wrong?
I mean, a lot of them, like Andrew said, that the way that their clothes have changed is that they've gone out and bought little black lace gloves.
Oh, wonderful!
And they really, really have thrown themselves into it, and it's given them a new lease of life. Like one particular lady that we had, she'd not long had a hip replacement, and she really sort of thought that really her end of her social time had come.
Right, sure.
But she's now dancing with us 3 or 4 times a week.
Oh, magic.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Fantastic. So do you find a lot of the people who come along, say in the over 55 age group, are people who have done some dancing in the past, or do you get complete beginners at 50 plus?
Both.
Oh, right, great.
Yeah, both. We've had people that, have danced as kids.
Sure. Yes,
because
of
I
course,
think
yes.
sometimes it used to be on the curriculum at school.
Right,
Oh,
quite
that was my
right.
experience.
You're
I mean,
quite
the
right.
last time I did it, I was
Yes.
15, a very long time ago in the
Yeah, I think they
1950s.
used to do like maybe a Scottish country.
Oh, I remember
Something
those.
like
Yes,
that,
that's right. Yeah, sure.
So they have done some form of dancing, but of course, like everything, dancing has changed and progressed over the
Absolutely.
years.
Absolutely.
So they would have found it's changed, but we do have actually people that have never ever stepped foot on a dance floor.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I know just before the interview you were talking about, I mean, I just think in terms of pointing up the fitness aspect of it, you were talking about a comparison that someone had made somewhere between a professional dancer and a footballer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the professional dancer came out quite a lot more fitter.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, but that, of course, is like you were talking to Andrew about earlier. That is like
The
at
top.
the level
Sure.
that you train
Absolutely.
for
Absolutely.
the competitive. But of course, that's not why a lot of the older generation
No,
dance.
that's
They
right.
don't, you know,
Absolutely.
because I mean, we have a lot of people that come that maybe have arthritic problems, and
indeed.
they say gentle
Yes,
exercise.
that's right.
Gentle
Absolutely.
exercise. But also the other aspect, we've talked about the people who've lost their partners. For the people who have partners, it's very, very good for them for something to do together.
Absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
That's
finding
difficult
a
sometimes.
hobby that
Absolutely.
they can actually do together
Absolutely.
and both increase
Sure.
their circle of friends.
Absolutely.
But we always find that the guys that are... It's usually the guys that are slightly reluctant to attend the first class.
Right.
But once the guy gets hooked,
Yes.
he's normally
The one.
dragging the lady.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
That's really good
Well,
to hear.
Andrew, for instance, I mean, he came to keep his sister company.
Lovely, yeah.
And he stayed the longest.
The longest.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And of course, for ladies, it's a wonderful reason to dress up.
Oh, yes.
A beautiful
And have
frocks.
the hair done.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
The other thing I just wanted to say for people out there is I know in the past I've been to international ballroom competitions in the Winter Gardens because it has a really good sprung floor and there aren't many places left for that, although I understand your studio has one, yes?
Yeah, we do, yes.
Yeah. But I mean, that, keep an eye on the Winter Gardens because if it's something that interests you, you can go and watch that. And it's a wonderful spectacle.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There are also dances that go on there. Sadly, not so many as used to. But, I mean, we're very lucky because for both of us, what was a hobby is now our job.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
Good.
Andrew obviously has come through the school since he was a young lad, and he's now, the sort of assistant teacher there, so it's brilliant. So we get,
Fantastic.
the aspect of the
Sure.
varying age groups. But
And how long has the school been running, Sue?
the school is 47 years
Good
old.
grief. Wow.
It's actually the longest, it's the oldest school
Right.
in Weston.
So you definitely know what you're doing by now.
Well, we will be posting the details of all that for our viewers.
Yes. It's just had a complete and utter facelift.
That's good.
Yes, it's just had a
On
inside and outside.
on the programme at the end, so they'll know how to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
And I think I'd like to say thank you very much for coming, and I think,
Thank you. The
we'll have to
pleasure's
leave
been
it there.
ours.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
With rustic settings, relaxed surroundings and beautiful food, Amos mixes a tempting range of modern cocktails with traditional Greek cuisine. Visit our website www.amos.co.uk.
Here we are again. Welcome back. And we've got two new people on the sofa now. We've got Cynthia nearest to us, and beyond we have Bert. And you're from the Western Horticultural Society.
We are, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm chairman, and my wife is secretary.
And I'm quite sure you've been in that position for quite some time.
Quite
You're
some
stalwart
time. Yeah,
in
quite
the-
Quite some time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, 10 years at least.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd recommend gardening really is an excellent pastime, I'm sure, for older people?
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Most of our members, shall I say, are older because
Right.
when you get older, you've got more time to start with.
Absolutely.
And it's good exercise as well.
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
the Horticultural Society provides interest as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we have all sorts of things. We got the trading hut in Clarksfield Allotments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's open every weekend for members, haven't we?
Yeah.
9:30 to 12:30.
Oh, right, that's great.
And do you have talks for people?
We have talks once a month from September through to May.
Right.
We got one on Thursday, actually. It's going to be a representative from Cheddar Garden Centre.
Oh, nice.
Right.
And he's going to talk about planting bulbs and spring
Lovely.
planting.
Right, yeah.
So, and then we had the following month, we've got Chris Beardshaw as our celebrity. We always have a celebrity speaker once a year,
Yeah.
which we charge for.
Right, yeah.
Costs
that
us
makes
an arm
sense.
and a leg.
Yes.
I bet it. I bet. Well,
So we
yes.
do have to charge for that.
charge, yeah.
Otherwise, the meetings are free for
Right.
members. And the subscription is very reasonable. It's
£6.50 for single members and £8 for double members.
That's
Oh, really?
For
That's
family
what,
members,
yeah, that's
yeah.
really
for a whole
good.
year.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
And of course, you have discounted prices for members at the trading.
Oh,
hub,
we
don't
do.
you? You've got
Yeah,
your
Yeah.
Yes.
and all those
We're a lot
supplies.
cheaper in the garden centre than the garden centres, actually.
Right, I'm sure. Yeah.
We sell a lot of stuff down there.
And do you do an annual show for the members?
Yes, we have a flower show. That's in St Paul's in Wallascott Road. And we did really well this year. We were 150 entries up. We had an excellent show. We don't only have flowers or vegetables. We have photography, cookery, floral art, which is very good at the moment.
Yeah.
Magic.
We had 99 photos.
99 photos.
Brilliant. Oh, but you just
Yeah.
get that 100.
Yeah, the photographer took all in there all the morning.
And the children's, we have children's
Yes.
classes
Right,
as well.
yes.
So that's an interest for the children. So yes, it's very good. And we have coach trips.
Yes.
Next year we're going to Bowood in Wiltshire, Chippenham. We're going in May so as we can have a rhododendron walk,
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
as well as then we'll go on to see the big house and the garden there. And then in June we're going on a 2-night coach trip to North Wales
Oh, beautiful.
to see the Bodnant Garden, as it's
Oh, lovely.
That,
Yeah,
yes,
they're nice.
yes,
Bodnant,
yes. We're
wonderful.
going to stay in a hotel at the foot of Snowdon.
Oh, how beautiful.
Lovely.
What a lovely time.
Yes,
That's
yes.
good.
Fantastic.
And we're already booking up, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We're 3 parts booked already.
Oh, that's great. Well, it just shows the enthusiasm you
Yes,
managed
it
to
does.
engender.
Yeah, and it's not
doesn't it?
fortune.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, yeah.
And do you find it's getting more difficult now? Because obviously, as people we're building more and more houses, but gardens seem to be getting smaller and smaller. Most people now have little patios.
They do. What we do have is have buckets. We plant a lot of things in the bucket.
Right.
If you've got a small garden, you can still plant vegetables.
Yep.
You know.
Yes.
I proved that this year. I see. We planted everything we can think of this year in buckets. You know, the pound buckets we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
What, beans and everything?
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Yeah. Beans, potatoes.
Oh, right.
The pound buckets, I had 54 potatoes, quite that size.
Good grief.
Brilliant.
Out of one bucket.
That's
And that was one
fantastic.
potato.
Absolutely.
One potato seeded itself.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
I
We
wonder-
feed it every week, but
Yeah.
we've got to feed it. But I mean,
Well, with the recession, that's really something to push to people. That actually, you can
That's right.
feed yourself just with buckets on the patio.
you can, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, most definitely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Only haven't got to be flowers, it can be
Absolutely,
vegetables
yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
You know,
Good.
Yeah.
that's what we do.
And one of the schools, they use the green bags, the green waste bags,
Yes,
Castlebatch
yes.
School.
Castlebatch School.
And they plant things in the green waste bag.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sweet peas, they were planted in there, everything they were
Yeah.
planted in there.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Because we are interested in the schools as well.
Well, that's good to know because
Yeah.
obviously you're bringing along the next generation
Yes.
Yeah.
who will, hopefully have an interest in gardening all
That's
their
right.
life.
That's
Yeah, I do
Well,
have
who knows?
Important.
With the way the world's going, I mean, it's the kind of thing we may all very well need.
That's right, we will.
That's right.
To be in a sense almost in the wartime spirit of dig for victory, but we might really need to get there.
That's
if we
right.
right.
want to,
Yes.
because it's quite a threatening situation out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I know it's quite extraordinary. I mean, I was reading an article about Cuba the other week, and after they were cut off by America, and then when the Soviet Union collapsed, and they had this huge program, and they're now completely self-sufficient in
Yes.
food.
Food,
And
yeah.
they actually grow vegetables
Yeah.
in every single spare space
Can be
of
grown.
ground all
Yes.
over the island.
Yes.
Well, we used to do it during the war, didn't we?
Yeah, of course.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
So
Absolutely.
we ought to come back from that now.
Absolutely.
You know?
You're right. Yeah.
And they're all cooperatives. You
That's
don't
right,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And Southwest in Bloom, we're also members of the Western in Bloom.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, good.
We've just recently had Southwest in Bloom presentations in Newquay, and we had 17 schools from Weston
All had certificates.
All had certificates.
Great.
Yeah.
You did a fantastic job.
Yeah, that is Weston in Bloom.
That's Weston in Bloom, yeah. We're sorry, vice chairman of that.
And I'm on the committee.
Well, there's a surprise. Once you're a gardener, it's not something you ever escape from. But it's an experience that people want to get out there. It's a physical thing. They want to get outside and let off some of their energy sometimes.
That's right,
But equally, it's peaceful, it's gentle.
That's
You can lose a couple of hours in the garden ever so easily.
Yes, you can.
As I know to my cost, I just spent the weekend battling with bindweed. So perhaps after we can have a chat about what earth it is
It's chick
about
without trouble.
In fact, this morning we've been doing the roundabouts in Queensway, and we've been doing all the Weston in Bloom, taking all the old bedding out.
21 members we had this morning.
21 volunteers we had this morning.
Magic.
And what's the age range for all of those then?
All
A
volunteers.
couple of young girls, yes. Young
Yes, 2 for young girls.
That's good.
Yes, and then older
they're
people.
very good.
Ranging from
82.
82.
Oh, wow. Upwards. Downwards.
It can be intergenerational.
It is.
Fantastic.
It is.
that's right,
We got one chappie who hasn't been very well, but he wanted to come because of the camaraderie.
Exactly. Again, it's a social thing.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So we teased him, like, you're not doing
has to
nothing.
come and sit down this
joking.
morning.
It's quite good.
Yes.
Well, so we're taking over some of the parks as well now.
Good grief.
The beds in the park.
The beds in Grove Park.
Why is that? Because the council stopped doing them? Or?
The council's going to stop doing it, yeah. So,
only 3 beds.
The town, this is North Somerset, not the town council.
No,
I understand.
Yeah.
But Weston in Bloom is funded by the town council.
The town council.
Yes.
Not the North Somerset.
No,
Not
right.
North Somerset.
No.
So we're going to watch this space and see what you're going to get up to.
That's right,
next.
yes.
Fantastic. So hopefully a lot of our viewers out there will come and join you.
Yes,
We will
hopefully.
be
Like a good
posting
fight.
all
They're
the
quite welcome.
details
Yeah.
of how to contact you at the end of this programme.
Yes.
So they can get hold of you and come.
Yes.
And
always
thank you
welcome.
very, very much for coming today.
No, that's okay, yeah.
It's been a pleasure
Thanks for having us.
talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
And thank all of you for joining us once again. And hopefully you'll be back to see our next edition of Prime Time in the very near future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.